Hello, my beautiful souls! Welcome to our channel. My name is Felice and I'm one of the spiritual advisors for the Relationship Psychics. So today I'm very delighted because we are going to be doing a reading on your upcoming February love prospects, our love month. And if you haven't yet, now is a perfect moment to download our app, Mystica Psychic Readings. So to use on the app, guys, we're offering you a free credit worth $5. And in order to redeem the $5 of your first psychic reading, all you must do is download our app using the link in the description box below. It is very great since many of our wonderful psychics are already there. So check out the app and make sure to introduce yourselves. Also, make sure to check out our TikTok and Instagram accounts for everyday free readings. So follow us at the Relationship Psychics. And before we begin, a very quick reminder that these general readings should be taken with a grain of salt. If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. Now I want you to take a deep breath in gently through your nose, breathing only positivity as well as enlightenment. Exhaling through your lips slowly after that hold, making sure to let go of all the stress, your anxieties, and your fears that has been growing for a while. Then let it all go and let it drift far away. Also, now is the perfect time to choose the card that appeals to you the most, the one that is really calling you, calling the needs of your being and your soul. So trust your intuition with choosing your cards. So here we have card number 1, card number 2, and lastly card number 3. Now I'll give you the moment to feel the energies of these cards. Hi group number 1, today as I've mentioned earlier, we will be doing a reading on your upcoming February love prospects. So you can share in the comments what expectations you have for this reading. So don't hesitate to share it and let's interact below. So are you ready to begin, guys? So you chose the red butterfly. So okay, group number 1. Let me just put it aside. So for your first card, you have here the Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So, as you can see in here, it is time to let go of your old soul stories that have dealt out in your lives. So they are growing to be healed. There has been a better time to break free from these patterns than now. So explore the patterns in your life that you are ready to let go of. So your soul's old commitments and obligations have an expiration date. So a vow of silence, modesty, or poverty could be taken. So it is time to get away from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from the traumas of previous lives. So what old ways of being have an expiration date? So you claim them when you name them and they lose their power over you. So when you acknowledge these old patterns you have, you must acknowledge how they have served you up until now. So a spiritual pattern of playing small, so for example, caused by a spirit, fear of being seen or just sharing your voice, would have served you well by keeping you safe. So you must now soften in order to grow by receiving and calling in help. So it is time to break free from old ways of being that are no longer healthy. So to be truly healthy, group number 1, here's an activation you would want to exercise in your free time. So you can say these phrases preferably in the mornings. So the sayings go, I release old stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I came here to be in the present time. I carry lessons, growth, and gifts, but I no longer choose to live the same story. May I be unbound, and forever unbound. So for your second card, group number 1, it says here, take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. It is very fine to take a break and enjoy your work, to take a break from your hectic schedule, to get off your life's treadmill. So before moving on to the next thing, appreciate and acknowledge everything you've created, you've accomplished, you've released, or experienced. Because being present and appreciating where you are, take a deep breath and recognize your mind, re-energize your body and spirit to rest, appreciate, and just feel good. So to determine what you truly want to experience next. So you will not miss out if you take this moment. So maybe you just finished a very big project or manifested something very significant in your life. So you should let go of your old way of being or have been burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take a break before moving on to the next thing. So you succeeded, so now have fun and recalibrate and take a vacation, get a massage, or go for long walks in nature, or get away for a very refreshing weekend to recharge and renew yourself. So I will be pulling a card for you. So you can see you have here Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So she's in reverse. Let me just put it right there. So this is the time to let go of some of those responsibilities that I'm talking about earlier, because the Queen of Pentacles in here is a woman who really works hard. She has a lot of it together. She has all of it together, but when she's reversed, sometimes she is pushing herself too much and it's getting a little bit overwhelming. So a little bit exhausting, and we're probably putting off our self-care and nurture. So this card can indicate that things that we're working on are a little bit imbalanced. So we may be focusing way too much on career and not enough on our self-care. Or we may be focusing way too much on everyone else's needs rather than our own. So this card comes up reverse when it brings awareness to the imbalances that we have and the things that we need to rebalance in our lives. So that's what I'm saying is like your main theme for the month of February is getting back into balance, letting go of some of those older responsibilities, some of those limiting thoughts and other limiting things in your life. For your second card, Four of Pentacles being reversed as well. So these two cards particularly complement each other extremely well, and basically what I see is things that you should use to be, that you used to be very worried about, and things that used to give you anxiety. So you're letting go of that, you're unhinging yourself from those things and allowing yourself to be free. And to also just be it, so important to be. We did not come here to be labor workers, and you know what I mean. Like we didn't decide to reincarnate on earth because we're like, I'm gonna be super productive 24/7. No, we came here to experience, we came here to live and to thrive. And also these two cards indicate that you're going back into balance of what makes you thrive and what makes you feel great. So how can I begin to incorporate more of that into my life and to let go of all the things that were causing you anxiety? So what would we want to do? Things that cause us anxiety. Why would we want to do those things? And you know what I mean? So if we're putting too much on our plate and we can't finish it all, that's gonna give us a lot of discomfort. So another card here for you is Eight of Swords, also in reverse. So that one's also about unhinging and unbinding yourself, because this card in particular is about being binded up, as you can see in the card, in the illustration. So how have you been restricting yourself is the question. It's almost like you may be restricting yourself, like I can have fun until everything's done, but yet you put so much on your plate, so that you're like, there is gonna be no time for fun, and we need to remove some of those things, like your whole message from the spirit for the month of February. It is removing some of those things. I also see you allowing more freedom to enjoy, to just be, and to just enjoy. So the spirit wants to tell you today, in order to free up more of your time, in order to create more balance in your life and freeze some of the responsibilities that you have, just freeze them. Don't pile on too many. Okay, guys? And that's gonna help you release a lot of old anxieties. So for your love readings this month, I will be pulling 3 romance cards. So for your first card, we have here engagement. So we're coming off very strong with this one, group number 1. So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment this month of love. So I'm very excited for you, group number 1, because this engagement may be just waiting in the corner for you, so better watch out for it. And another Roman Angels card. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So for this bond to get to the next level, you proclaim your love for your person. Make it a point to tell them how much you appreciate them in your lives. So how much positivity and joy they bring you, how inspired you feel whenever they are around, and how these moments you spend together are the best thing that ever happened to you. So that this person is the best thing that ever happened to you. So for your last card for this reading, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So despite everything you have gone through in this lifetime, you are now blessed to have the one for you. So if you're in a relationship, he or she may already be the lifetime partner you are looking and longing for. While if you are single, you may catch yourself eyeing someone from your circle of friends or your workplace. So guys, don't lose hope, for this will be handed to you in the very right time, in the very moment that you are ready for love. So sending love and light for you guys. I hope that you liked this, and if you did, subscribe to our channel and comment down below if any of this resonated with you. So see you in my next reading, guys. Take care. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Today, as I've mentioned earlier, we will be doing a reading on your upcoming February love prospects. So you can share in the comments what expectations you have for this reading. Don't hesitate to share it, and let's interact below. So are you guys ready to begin? So okay, group number 2. Let me just put it right there. So let's see what your first card is. Okay, you got the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Let me just put it right there. So there is a shift taking place right now in which anything uninteresting can no longer exist in you. So relationships, your job, or social relations, and anything else built on a very shaky ground are guaranteed to fail right now. So it's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and as culture. So you can live a life that reflects who you truly are. It can feel like a personal attack from the universe when you're in deep of it. So guys, just have faith, because the difficult times, this will definitely define you. In the fire, you will be reborn. You are being asked to give up trying to keep it all together. So to relax your grip, allowing this crumbling to occur. So I know this summer is gonna make so much more sense on why this thing is happening in your life, why this thing is, no longer being part of your life. It was meant to ascend you, It was meant to teach you something so that you could move ahead to what you're truly meant for. So it was sort of like a stepping stone for you. And so if there's something that you feel maybe less interested in, or if there is something that you're feeling kind of like it served its purpose already, and now you kind of feel like moving on to something new, you should embrace that. And know that that was meant to bring you to your new next level, to the next height basically. So let's see what your second card here is. So you have play. So you should have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. So during this month of February, I'm also getting this feeling like this is the time for you to focus on enjoyment and don't get too caught up in whatever it is. So Spirit really is sending a message to focus on fun and enjoyment. Play during the month of February rather than being too caught up in, your situations or responsibilities or other things like that. So this is a time where you're really meant to enjoy yourself. And I also see you in general just being like this feeling of freedom coming through this sort of crumbling, and there's gonna be this feeling of freedom. There's this feeling of like a sigh of relief. There's something being taken off your chest a bit. So it's a huge relief. Like I see you sighing in relief, and I almost feel like this one is gonna free you. You guys just have a good time, just celebrate, like what this card says, and don't take yourself so seriously. Stop taking life so seriously, and your spirit requires some playtime. The more you play, the more insights will come to you. So take some time to do something without being concerned about its outcome. So you're being called to rest and play and to learn to enjoy yourself more. So do something that makes you laugh, because laughter, as they say, is the best medicine. Make a call to a friend with whom you can be silly with. Make a date with your inner child, because the more you shut down your mind, the more space your spirit has to speak and to guide you. So when we do things without attachment to its outcomes, its ideas, or clarity, guidance, and solutions can center. So the next card here is, you have the wheel. So this one, it particularly talks about turning points in your life. So there could be a significant turning point that is coming in for you, your number 2, and everything in your life is accumulated to bring you to this point in this month of February. So I feel like it is going to be a pretty significant month of turning the chapter and turning the page. So in the summer, because of what's happening right now during the month of February, it's going to open up a wild array of new opportunities this summer for you. So, group number 2, keep that in mind, and please, please, please remember that whatever is happening in this February, this month, certain things that are maybe feeling apart or not really sustaining like they used to, not really feeling the same that they used to there's a huge purpose behind that. So that's leading you to where you are really meant to be, and this summer is going to be very significant for you. So there will be new opportunity coming for you this summer, and it's all happening because of the events that are taking place in the month of February. So I'll pull another card for you, group number 2. So you have here the card Moon in reverse. So this one particularly talks about facing old fears and being able to get beyond them. So it could also indicate walking into the unknown. So as you go through the month of February, you may feel like you are stepping into a new realm. And this card also, because it's reverse, here the fog is being lifted for you, and it may not make sense at first. It will make sense by April, in May, or June. So it'll start making sense around that time. So even if you feel lost during the month of February, know that you're in the perfectly right place, because Spirit's giving me this image of like a ship going and navigating through really thick fog, but there's like a compass that the captain's holding, and the captain's like, no, we're going in the right direction. I promise you, we are going in the right direction. But there's a bunch of fog around your spirit guides. They are like the captain with a compass. Yep, you're right, on target. So keep going, even if you can't see ahead of you. So the spirits really wants you to know that they're looking out for you and you're on the exact right path. So for your last card pull, you have here 3 of Swords. So this one also talks about things that are kind of like bittersweet. So feeling from this card where it's like this is truly leading you somewhere good, but there could be certain things in February that you're dealing with, like letting go of whatever this was, and I don't know, maybe even like a slight amount of grief over whatever this is. It is like, oh, I'm letting that go, or I'm letting that old part of me go, that old chapter, that old phase, that kind of thing. So there could be a little bit of an energy of like, oh, I'm gonna really miss this. I also feel like you are able to open up to have a lot of fun, like this second card. So during the month of February, I feel like you're going to be surrounded by very, very good people, and there's going to be events that really are exciting for you. So I'm very thrilled for you guys. So for your love readings this month, I'll be pulling 3 romance cards. So for your first romance card, let your friends help you ask for and accept support from others. So with everything that is currently happening in your life right now, the good, the bad, ask and accept support from others, especially your family and friends, because these people are for sure not going to leave you hanging in times of your need. So let's proceed with your second romance card. So true love. So this is the romance of your lifetime. So if you guys are in a relationship, or right now you may be experiencing the best romantic relationship you've ever had in your life. So can I just say that you truly deserve that? So this card right here is the reminder for it. So for your last card in this reading, also your last romance card, you have here forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it says here, as you release and heal the past, again you experience more love in your present moments. So it aligns to your first cards right here. So the crumbling, as you recover from these experiences, you will definitely learn from all of it. So from learning from all of it, you will definitely be more open to receiving the love that you truly deserve. So sending love and light for you guys. I hope that you liked this reading, and if you did, subscribe to our channel and comment down below if any of this resonated with you. So, see you in my next readings, group number 2. Take care. Bye! Hello, group number 3. Today, as I've mentioned earlier, we will be doing a reading on your upcoming February love prospects. So you can share in the comments what expectations you have for this reading. Don't hesitate to share it with me, and let's interact below. So are you guys ready to begin? So okay, group number 3. So for your first card, let's see. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Let me put it right there. So we have this warrior woman, and trust your path. So if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So starting off with the warrior woman in here, if you weren't afraid, so what would you truly go after? What would you do? What would you create for yourself if fear was not in your way? So if there was nothing that you were afraid of, the question is again, what would you do? So I feel like February is your month to shine and to have a major breakthrough in regards to getting over something that you have feared. So stepping into a path that you've been really eyeing, really wanting to go down, I feel like your soul's being calling you somewhere, but it's almost like you've needed to put on this stronger attitude in order to break through the wall that's been sort of holding you back. So this month, to break through that, I feel like you are gaining confidence during the month of February, and you're just like, I've had enough, and I want to put myself out there, and I want to beat this, and I want to beat whatever this is. So if you're feeling afraid, if there's still a tiny doubt, what is needed is courage. What you need is courage, and courage comes from living from the heart. Then for this card, trust your path. The universe is working together. Try to maintain your truest self, your true north. Your job is not to establish the path, but rather to keep facing your truest self and taking one step at a time. So you can't go wrong if you do this. So the universe is working together again. Don't be hesitant or doubtful. Put one foot in front of the other, using your heart as your compass. So in time, you will light up the world without even trying if you follow the magic trail of what lights you up. So again, for your second card, trust your path. Your third card here is the Lovers. So it is very connected, this card, with societal standards. So you may feel like if you need approval from other people, you may feel so connected that you're seeking approval, or you may be stuck in a people-pleasing phase where you're constantly looking at, oh, let me do something that you know other people are going to like and enjoy rather than doing it from your heart. So this is also a month where you're going to notice that you need to encourage yourself, and in order to truly feel encouragement at all, that is going to be a massive aspect. So you need to encourage yourself to be confident. So because this is the only way that truly confidence is created. So you also have here the Ace of Swords. It's the one that talks about shifting your way of thinking. And it's very interesting that we have a warrior woman in here whose sword is straight up, and in here another Ace of Swords, another sword. So I feel like this is about cutting away the things that have been a distraction to you. Like some of you have been getting distracted by different things, different patterns, because as you can see in here, our mind is wired in certain ways. So we have certain habits that are very wired into us, and sometimes the only way to break that is to consciously begin creating new habits and no longer activating our old ones, not going back to them, not going backwards. So for your last card, we also have here King of Pentacles being in reverse. So some of you may feel like it's hard to fully apply yourself in what you want. Like you may not know exactly what action you are meant to take, and your spirit is coming through saying it is okay if you don't have it fully together yet. It is okay to not have it perfect yet. It is okay if you're not reaching exactly that. So be open to the learning process. Be open to wherever you are, because from your spirits, this month of February, it is totally okay. So you don't need to be within the perfect realm of your vision, and you're going to understand more of that as time goes on, and it will make sense as time goes on. So for your love readings this month, we have here 3 romance cards. So for your first card, so let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So as this card says, allow this situation to unfold naturally. So let this card here just trust the path where you are going. So do not bother steering its way into your life. Again, just let it be. And for your second one, honeymoon. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So it may not be a holiday we are talking about in here, but just spend time together with your partners during this time to ease off any tension the last month has brought into your life. So let this be your reminder to take some quality time together. For your last card in this reading and for your last Roman cards, retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. So just like what I'm talking about in this card right here, it is time to disconnect from the world. So disconnect for a while in your work life. You have to stop romanticizing and signing your life away from your jobs. You have to embrace your soft life. So start placing boundaries into it. So take care of yourself physically, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. So this is your sign right here. So you need to realize that you are just numbers on their Excel sheets. So you can be replaced on any day. So don't destroy yourself over a job. So are we clear, group number 3? Again, give priority to yourself. So sending love and light for you guys. I hope that you like this created reading. And if you did, subscribe to our channel and comment down below if any of this resonated with you. So see you in my next readings, group number 3. Take care. Bye!